Welcome to Who Let the Dogs Out, the podcast designed to help you enjoy life with your best friend without all the frustrations. Join us each week as we help families across the country do just that. I'm your host, Corey, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Sally.
And tell the people what we're doing today, some of the questions we're going to talk about.
Yeah, we're doing a Q&A today, and we've got a question about being afraid of the leash,
Okay.
eating poop,
Yucky.
and growling at a young baby that's crawling.
Okay, that's what we're talking about today, folks. So if y'all are interested in that, stick with us till the end. We're doing world news too.
I got some world news.
Did you get a joke? No joke. Okay. And then no trivia today. As you notice, the iPad is gone because it's dead. We haven't used it in like 5 weeks. So, and I didn't think to charge it. I charged all of our other stuff, but I forgot to charge the iPad.
We've got the most important things.
And my phone is recording this video right now. So no trivia today. So that's that. For those of you guys who don't know us, my name's Corey. I'm the founder of Wonder Dog Training. We started the first day of 2018, which is also special because this is our first podcast year.
Yeah.
But we just had an 8-year anniversary.
Yes, we have.
Can you believe it? 8 whole years? Mm-hmm. Anyways, founder of Wonder Dog, started the first day of 2018. And since then we've helped thousands of families and thousands of dogs across multiple cities and multiple states. And looks like we're going to have a good 8th year going into 9th year.
That'll be brilliant. We have got so many things planned for this year.
We do. Pretty excited.
So
Who are you?
Watch this space. Well, I'm Sally, and I'm administration. So do the phone calls and do all the bits and bobs behind the scenes and do the podcast.
You do indeed.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who are new to the show, we do 2 main formats on the show. We got Q&A, which is question and answer. That's where you guys write in the questions. We give you the answers. You can write in questions to Sally at
Sally@wonderdogtraining.com.
Yep. Or you can drop a comment below. Sorry, It's been a while. I'm out of sync. You can drop a comment down below on any platform you're on. We'll see it, and we'll answer your question on the show. We also do Dog Talk. That's where we come on and talk about a topic related to dogs, dog ownership, dog training, things like that. And then we do interviews. We've done a handful, and then I guess almost a couple years that we've been doing this, which is also crazy. We've almost been doing this 2 years.
Have we been doing this 2 years?
Almost. Not 2 years yet, but almost 2 years. But anyways, we do interviews too. So we've done a handful of those. We've got some scheduled this year already. So we're pretty excited about those. So be tuning in for those. Go back and listen to some of the other people we've interviewed. But that's pretty much it. If you like the show, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, follow whatever platform you're on. And if you like the show, share it with a friend, family member, colleague, something like that. You know, our goal is to spread good quality dog training information at no cost to people. So if you get any value out of this, somebody with a New Year's puppy, new dog for the year, needs, their dog needs some New Year's resolutions, whatever it is, feel free to share this. And we've got a huge bank of, we've got a, huge bank of episodes that we've already done that are really helpful to people and stuff like that. So anyways, all that being said, folks, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Ready to jump in?
Yeah. Shall I tell you something very naughty that Sully did this morning?
Please.
Okay, so here's a catch up. Sully's been doing very well. We had a wonderful Christmas. He did stop opening Christmas gifts, which was helpful, before he opened his own. But today, I've got a fence panel down, and Ethan, who works at Wonder Dog, who is one of the trainer assistants, put me up some chicken wire just as a deterrent to stop him from going in next door's yard.
Yeah.
And it was working until the next door but one, their dog had dug under the fence and got into said next door neighbour's yard. This neighbour, poor people, don't have dogs. So Sully jumped over said chicken wire and went to play with his dog in next door's yard and would not come back when called.
We got to fix that.
So Sully came in because I was very annoyed and he had time out and he was very sorry. He sat in his crate going, oh.
He just sat at his crate by himself.
Yes, and there's a
yeah.
Like, well, you was a bad boy.
Yep, put in time out.
Time out.
We should probably tell people too. We haven't done a podcast in forever. I mean, since last year. I mean, I guess I don't know what the day is, but I guess the 21st today, and this will be coming out, I don't know, 3 or 4 days from now. But so we did the last podcast right before Christmas.
Yeah, week before Christmas, wasn't
Yep.
it? So
I think we did
come
like a
out
quick
Christmas. Yeah.
We did like a super quick New Year's episode, and it was very rushed. Like it definitely wasn't our best work,
No,
for sure.
no.
But we needed to get it done, so we did that. Released that at the beginning of the year, and then right at the beginning of the year, we were off the first like 3 or 4 days. Both of us, I think we both got back to work on January 5th. We were off from like the 23rd. We got off work on 23rd, so it was 24th
We
to
had
January
the
5th.
first big break of the year, folks.
Yeah. That's basically the only vacation either
That's
one of
the
us took
only
last year.
vacation we
Yeah.
had.
So, and then at the beginning of the year, we were off, and then immediately you had a family member with some health issues,
My
and they were in
son
the
went in hospital the first week of work.
Yep. So then that, and then we had a crazy busy week the following week whenever we were back. I mean, it was just, she was running me ragged doing appointments and getting people signed up for training and stuff. It's been a great start to the year. I mean,
start
it's been
to 26.
I mean, really
Great
kicked off with a
start.
bang. So, and then the following week, the saddest of all, well, one, we were busy, but then two, we laid Mia to rest. I say we, I mean, I guess it was me, but Sally did join me that day, and so did my family and stuff like that. But the first part of the week I was busy. The second half of the week I was just not in, the best headspace to do a podcast and come on here and talk and yap and stuff like that. And so I ended up taking off Thursday afternoon. We put her down that Saturday. This was
you were off
last
Thursday
weekend.
afternoon, Friday, so
Saturday,
you could be with her,
Sunday,
and then
Monday. Yeah. And then back to work on Tuesday. But yeah, it was, we're going to interview the lady who performed, helped her transition from life to death, the vet that came to my house. But me and Sally have a shared experience with that lady. She put down Sally's dog as well.
She came
almost 4 years ago. It's almost 4-year anniversary of Mabel, going from her
and
earth.
around the same time.
Around the same time too. We do plan on interviewing her on the show. But man, it was just, I think I can talk about it like unemotionally now, because it's been a lot of days of processing emotions, the anticipation of the event itself, the following days, things like that. And so, I think I'm about cried out, but, it was the most, and it was just such a beautiful and sweet experience. I mean, it was very sad, clearly.
Absolutely.
I mean, I miss my baby a ton, and I love her, and wish she was here, of course, but she's up in heaven now, running, no more spine issues, no more anything like that, having fun chasing tennis balls and doing bite work and search and rescue, all of her favorite hobbies that she couldn't really do as she got older, and so the experience was real sweet though, and I miss her a ton, and I love her so much.
Life is very different.
It is a little different.
Life is different. She's not even here today, bless her, walking around the set.
Yeah. I do look back on those like fond memories, because it was like, we did the, first podcast. I feel like nobody was here, at first, whenever we first started doing the show. And then we moved the set back here, and it was still, this was before the day trains or whatnot. And she was just up and around and tossing tennis balls and walking to me and walking to you and knocking over the cords and everything. And I'd be like, man, get out of here, making noise, sitting on the couch over there, just grunting at us and stuff like that. So she was a lot of fun. She was just the best. But I miss my friend very dearly. And I look forward to seeing her again soon, one day in heaven. But I've been praying. I've got a little bit more work to do here first. And so, I'll see her again soon. But.
And this is why you need to make every day count.
Yeah.
Because they're not here for long.
Yeah, I will say that that message, last year at some point, I think it was shortly after Charlie Kirk died, I'd kind of written down like, some of our like kind of training principles and guiding philosophies and stuff like that, and just stuff that I wanted to repeat and put out there quite a bit more. And one of the things was just really enjoy your dog, like enjoy the days, the moments that you have and stuff like that. Because they're just, like she just said, they're not here too long. I mean, it wasn't even, she was 9 years, 9 months,
But she was so sprightly.
Yeah.
Her brain was just on fire.
Yeah.
It was just...
Yeah.
She got legs like Auntie Sally.
And so, just, man, enjoy those moments. Because I told you this the day that she passed away. I was just like, it might have been the day after, but just, man, like if people could just have half of what me and Mia had, it would be.
She had a full life.
It would be the best thing ever for them and the dog.
Yeah, she packed more into those 9.9 month years.
Yeah.
Than most dogs do. Yeah. Yeah, there was, even Mabel, who lasted till like 14, she was the professional couch potato.
She was definitely good at that.
But that was her role. And Mia
Yeah.
had a different role in her life.
Yeah. But man, enjoy them, train them while they're here, make
Yeah.
them enjoyable through training. Some dogs just come out of the box enjoyable. Some dogs need a little training to get to the enjoyable status. But man, train your dog and just, spend those moments, man. Take a lot of pictures, take a lot of videos and stuff like that.
Having them trained really does open doors.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been, like I said, fond looking back and stuff. My old roommate that I moved. So when I started the business in 2018, I moved out of my parents' house like 6 months into owning the business. That was like my first goal, right? Was get out of my folks' house,
Yeah.
And I moved in with a roommate that I'd waited tables with to save up the money to go to dog training school. So I moved in with him, and Mia, came of course too, and they were like two peas in a pod. And this was at a time when Mia was still pretty unfriendly. She just didn't really like people very much, and they hit it off. They're like two peas in a pod, and so he bought a GoPro on like a head mount. And he's got all these videos in the backyard of like him throwing the ball. And she, even before the spinal disease, she still just wasn't as agile in her old age as she was when she was a baby, just natural life, right?
Yeah.
But he's got this video of him going, jump it. And that used to be her command, is like just start springing.
Yeah.
And so, so he's standing on this deck and she's down in the yard, and that's where we throw the ball for. And he says, jump it. And she could literally like jump with her head above my head. I'll have to show you the video. It's pretty crazy because like, my mom was like, man, I just don't remember having that much energy. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago. It was a real long time ago. So, but anyways.
She did some amazing things.
Yeah, she was just the coolest. I can't wait to get another dog. I'm going to wait a little bit, but I can't wait to get another one. But yeah.
Yeah. She'll send you a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something you always say. Your last dog's into your next one. And I love that saying. I think she's going to pick a hell of a dog. If it's half the dog Mia was, I'll be in for a treat. I'll be in for a treat.
She'll put that puppy right. She'll be like, hey.
Yeah.
When people come near you, just growl at them, and then you just get dad all to yourself.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Anyways, overall, I miss my friend, but I'm very happy for her. So and I think sometimes the least selfish decision you can make is doing something that's better for them and worse for you, and I think we're at that point. So anyways, all right. That's the update for me though. And also while we haven't been on the show for 4 or 5 weeks. So we're back to our regular programming though. We'll be back every week through the end of the year unless something crazy happens. So
yeah.
And by crazy, I just mean we're busy.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
Yeah, because we're, as much as we'd love to be full-time podcasters.
Yeah,
we're just not yet. We're not yet.
We just can't.
We're not yet. Maybe we'll catch the YouTube algorithm and we'll go, this year.
It's
but
like we'll employ other people to do our jobs in the background, and we'll just be in front of the camera all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. I used to, I don't say I used to because I'm still doing it, but I'm on 75 Hard right now, and it's basically like 75-day like mental transformation program, and you got to do a lot of stuff. Anyways, one of the things is working out twice a day. One of them has to be outdoors. Normally my outdoor workout's either a run or a ruck, and so I started Monday, so a couple days after Mia passed, I started because it's something we basically did like every year, like the last, 4 or 5 years. It's just, great kind of reset, especially at the beginning of the year. You're locking in with your fitness and diet and stuff like that. But anyways, first time not doing it with Mia, of course, and even when I had done it last year, if I was going on a 45-minute walk, parts of it she could walk with me, half the walk, and then I'd put her in the truck the other half or something like that. And then I'd go do the other half by myself. Or if it was all concrete, I'd put her in the wagon that you bought me.
She did really like that wagon.
She did. She did start to like it.
She wanted to be up
she did.
and out.
She did. But anyways, all that being said, when I was on one of my workouts the other day, when I first thought about this podcast, my vision for this was a live call-in show where people could call in.
I think that would be awesome.
I think it would be too. We got to figure that out this year. I'm putting that on my list right now.
We got to do it. We spoke about that a lot last year.
Yeah.
And we spoke about having people come and sit in.
Yeah.
And be in the room with us and ask questions.
That'd be fun too. I don't know.
That would be harder to manage.
Maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. It's been really strange, but Mia passing has made me realize that there's just things that I've been putting off that it's I'm not going to put them off anymore. I don't know. It's just and that was one of those, I don't know when the timeline is for the live show, so don't hold me to that. But that was one where it's this podcast, I love what we do, but it's like, this is not my original vision for the show. The original vision was a live call-in show. People call in, ask us questions, and then we answer the questions live on the show. We have, the book to pair with it, the online program to pair with it, in-person training to pair with it, if people need resources and help and stuff like that. But it's a live call-in show, very similar to like Dave Ramsey's show where people call in and ask them questions and stuff, and they've got, 4 to 5 minutes with each, caller or whatnot, and stuff like that. So anyways, I don't know. It's been on my mind some. So I think that's going to be on one of the goals to kind of do this year.
I think that would be a great goal too.
Which I'd forgot about when we had our goals meeting last week. So anyways, I think we should jump in with some questions.
I think we should.
Let's do it.
Okay. You'll find a common theme with these actually because it's the month of the younger dogs.
It is.
Puppy time.
Season. Puppy season.
Puppy time, people. Okay. So this is a good one. These are all what people have asked me when they've called in about training. So some of them may actually be clients of us now. Who knows? But the first one, my 12-week-old puppy sits and shakes with fear when I put the leash on. So we have never gone out for a walk. What should I do?
Well, I wouldn't say it's uncommon for dogs to not like the leash, especially when they're young. Like puppies, normally whenever they get the leash put on for the first time, you start trying to walk them, they put their paws out and they're like, what in the heck? I don't want to walk. This is weird. I don't like this. Right. So I would say that is not super uncommon. For them to just be like sitting and trembling though, that's a little strange, especially at 12 weeks. However, I'm an exposure therapy kind of guy, like expose them to their fears, make them work through it and stuff like that. So I would say overall, the best way to get your dog to not be scared of something is expose them to the thing that they're scared of, right? And so to me, this means what we're going to do is, just put the leash on the dog. Let the dog walk around the house with a leash on, things like that, get used to it. Put the leash on them and then just don't do anything with it. Just leave it there and then use some treats, motivate them, work them out of their fear, stuff like that. But just, you're going to have to, the only way to get a dog over their fear is to make them, get used to it and realize it's not that scary, right? And you could take even more baby steps than that if you want to just bring the leash out, set the leash down in front of the dog, right? I mean, you could, baby step this a million different ways, but I'd probably just recommend, if you want to start there, you could, but just clip the leash up to the dog, let the dog sit there, get some treats out, see if you can motivate the dog through the fear with the leash on, things like that. Take the dog out on the leash in the backyard, set them in the backyard, whatever it is. But just start, working. Yeah, just start, doing stuff.
Absolutely.
You got to help them get over their fear. And the only way to do that is to expose them to what they're scared of.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
There's other ways, I guess.
And I suppose, I know this isn't a criticism of this.
Let me add to that real quick. One thing too is like by exposing the dog to the fear and then they get over it. That builds a lot of confidence in the dog. It builds the confidence in humans too. If you're scared of something, you do it. And you're like, oh, that wasn't scary as I thought it was. It builds a lot of confidence.
Their will did not come to an end because of the leash.
Exactly. And so that builds a lot of confidence in the dog as a byproduct. So not only you expose the dog to the fear, and that maybe doesn't seem necessarily super fun for you or the dog or whatever it is, but the byproduct of that is a really great thing. So anyways, okay, what were you saying?
So I was going to say that, and sometimes buying into that fear is just reinforcing that behavior, isn't it? So if they get all trembly and whatever, you take the leash off and you go, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, and then they're learning, hey, every time I tremble, I don't have to do what I don't want to do.
I don't have to have that frightening leash on me.
Or, you put the leash on and then you're petting the dog. Oh, baby, it's going to be okay. That doesn't work on dogs. That's not how you get a dog over their fear. You don't, coax them out of it like you do a toddler.
Yeah.
You've got to do something with the dog. If you give the dog positive attention, petting, things like that to try to, warm the dog up, whatever it is, get them over it, you are giving them a positive for a negative behavior, which is being scared with a leash on, right? And so you can unintentionally reinforce that. So the best thing here is work the dog through it, be a strong, confident leader that the dog realizes like, hey, and I'm, pulling that from the dog whisperer, but, strong, confident leader where the dog realizes like, hey, okay, I don't have to be scared when this person's got the leash, this person's got my back, that's the idea here.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, here we go. This is an irky one. I think we've covered this in the past, but this person was very concerned. My young dog poops in the house and then eats it. How can I stop this happening?
First, a funny story, then I'll answer the question. So The client that we have trained, this was, I don't know, probably 2.5, 3 years ago in Nashville. We had a great client, and he was an executive at like a huge tech company, and then it went crazy, and then he moved to Franklin, and I guess retired. I don't know what he's doing now, but he had 2 big dogs. Him and a friend had two huge Great Danes. Anyways, the wife had like a little like teacup Shih Tzu or something. It was such a tiny dog compared to these like English Great Danes. They were massive dogs. Anyways, I remember they graduated. Everything was fine. And then they randomly called me. I feel like they got a second dog, like a second small dog or something like. It had to have been a second small dog. The second small dog that they got was also a pretty small dog. It would literally... It would stand under the Great Danes with a Great Danes pooped and just take like a poop shower. And eat the poop from the Great Danes. And it's a tiny dog. Like the Great Dane poop is probably bigger than the
That's horrible.
And the Great Dane, the dog would go to the Great Dane like every time. And they were like, you've got to help us fix this. And so anyways, they ended up signing up that dog for training too. But so we ended up training, I guess 4 dogs for them in total. But the dog would literally take like a poop shower every time. That the Great Danes
would it like that?
I have no clue. I remember we had a former employee that had like a pretty weak gag reflex. And I told her about the call because I thought it was funny. I'm like, I probably didn't laugh to the client, but I'm like, I'm laughing about it right now. I think it's funny. Well, it's very gross, but it's funny if you don't have to deal with it, right? And so anyways, I told this employee that we had a former, she, like I said, she worked for us back in the past, but had a pretty weak gag reflex. And I started telling her a story and she, you got to stop. You got
Poor little. God. Well, I'm saying poor little dog, but the dog literally went for the shower.
Poop shower.
Poop shower.
That's hilarious.
So why do dogs eat poop? Why do they eat each other's poop?
Yeah. I don't know. There's probably some sort of technical, like scientific reason or whatnot. I know like it normally is like, in my experience, from my understanding, normally some sort of like vitamin, calcium deficiency, something like that, where it's like, maybe not calcium. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Normally it's some sort of like nutritional deficiency that the dog's trying to fill basically, and they're not getting it through their food. That's my understanding of the issue. Okay. That's my first answer. Second thing, maybe they just like it. Maybe it doesn't taste as bad to them as we would think it would taste. I don't know. It's pretty gross. We don't like it.
And it can be very smelly.
Yeah. Yeah. It can be real bad.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Do they do it? I doubt it. This actually, thinking to myself, this is a really stupid question. But anyway, do they do it so there's no evidence that they've pooped and then they don't get in trouble?
I think that would be a very human justification for why dogs are doing
that's why I was thinking, this is really a stupid question, Sally, as it was coming through my brain.
I'll be honest, clearly own a dog training business, participated in the training of thousands and thousands of dogs. I am of the belief that dogs know way more than we give them credit for. So yeah, there are just certain things that I believe now that I didn't believe when I first started training dogs. Like I used to not believe that dogs spite peed. I believe that dogs will pee and poop out of spite now. I've just heard it from enough people, enough context to like believe that like dogs,
this is not a coincidence anymore.
Right. We did a whole show on, what do dogs' brains, and I told the story about, Mia and stuff like that, but like, I just don't know what dogs know, like, yeah, I just don't know what they know. And I don't know if we as humans know how much their brains are capable of. There's a lot about the human brain that we don't even know about.
Absolutely.
How much, and we've probably spent way more money as a human race to try to study our own brains, much less money probably on a dog's brain. And so it's like, what do they know that we don't know that they know, right? So could a dog be eating it so there's no evidence? Possibly.
Maybe they used to do that in the wild so nobody can trace them or something. Because of the scent.
I don't know. Cats definitely do that. I mean, they definitely cover their poop so that way I guess nobody can find it or something. So I don't know. As to how to fix this problem, one, if your dog's going to poop in your house, it's not terrible that they eat it. Just saying.
Just so you wouldn't have to clean it up.
Right. Yeah. So not the worst, but if I was going to fix this behavior, I would probably just do like regular potty training. I mean, that's where the root of the problem lies is like we need to take the dog out often, depending on the age. I'd probably say every 1 to 4 hours, depending on the dog's age, your schedule, stuff like that. Take the dog out, watch the dog when they're outside, bring food out with you to reinforce them when they go poop. Supervise them in the house. Don't let them leave the room. Keep them generally in the same room as you. Dogs are pretty social creatures. They like being near humans. So keep them in the same room as you, generally speaking. If you find where they're pooping, normally dogs frequent certain spots in the house. Once you clean it up, start feeding them where they eat. Dogs don't like to pee and poop where they eat. And then after a while of potty training, start showing them where they went and telling them bad dog, I think that would be my general advice.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, that'd be my general advice. You can also specifically get treats. The technical term for dogs eating poop is called coprophagia. And you can get treats that your dog eats that makes their poop taste bad where they don't want to eat it. So you could also try those too. You can just get those on Amazon or your local pet store.
Wow.
So
Okay. So here we go to our third question.
Real quick.
Yes.
You mentioned the poop being stinky. I do agree. Dog poop is terrible.
But now you're going to tell us about feeding.
Yeah. You knew it. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mia was on a raw diet when she was alive. She was on a raw diet, and she was on the raw diet basically the last 1 year of her life, from the beginning of 2025 to the beginning of 2026 when she passed. She's anyways, she was on a raw food diet. I will say Mia always pooped like twice a day. It's pretty stinky, whenever she was on kibble and, a mix of kibble and wet food and stuff like that. When she started going on raw, she pooped sometimes twice a day, mostly like once a day though, much less volume because the body was digesting more of the food that she was actually eating. So there was a lot less waste coming out. 2, didn't stink nearly as bad. 3, disintegrated very quickly, which is crazy. Okay. So this was the night before she passed. So she passed on a Saturday. And Friday night, we get out of the truck, and she poops on a little patch of grass. And I didn't have a bag, and I had to take. And I was still living at the apartment. I've since moved since Mia passed. But she pooped on a little piece of grass. I didn't have a bag, and I had to carry her in the house. So I was like, I'll come back and get it later. Anyways, a few days later, I go back to pick it up because I'm like, I remembered it, and I had a bag next to me on me. And I was like, oh, I'll go pick it up real quick. Anyway, there was barely anything to pick up. It was 3 days later. There was barely any poop to pick up. And I did pick it up, and it literally just like disintegrated like a piece of dust
crumbled
in the bag. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So anyways, all that being said, I think outside of training, we need to get a raw dog food expert on here, but I'm sold. My next one is definitely eating raw food. I'll say that. It is worth the time investment. The crazy thing is too, it was cheaper than when I was buying good kibble and a tray of wet food every month for her. And I was feeding her good wet food. It was literally cheaper to feed her raw human food.
Yep.
Time commitment, took a few hours a month between procuring the meat and then, making it and cleaning it and bagging it all up and all that kind of stuff, but literally cheaper. So.
And more beneficial.
Had to have been. Has to be. You just can't. I don't know if somebody could convince me that kibble's healthier for dogs. Eating little dry brown rocks every day.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody could sell me on that. It'd have to be real strong convincing, to sell me on that idea. And people say, oh, it's not healthy, or, they can do this or that. It's like, did it for a year. Totally fine. Dog was great.
Yeah. She looked amazing.
Yeah. Like literally.
Yeah, she did. That coat was shiny and
great energy levels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, that'll be on the, I'm going to put that on the list.
Put that on your list.
That'll be an interview we do this year. I'm going to find a raw dog food expert to interview.
There we go.
I'll find a kibble expert to interview too. I'm open to the idea that I'm wrong.
Absolutely. Let's be balanced about things.
I'm open to the idea I'm wrong, but.
Awesome. Okay, so this person has said to us, I have a 9-month-old baby, and my dog has started to growl at her when she's crawling. What should I do to stop this? I've been putting the dog in the crate.
I'll say this off the top. That's a concerning behavior. You know, that's pretty concerning. It could be. I mean, without seeing it, it'd be tough to say because like I kind of see like two different types of growls in my head. There's like an aggressive like get away from me growl, and then there's like a I'm shy, like I want you to stay away, but I'm also probably not going to bite you type of growl. You know, there is a difference. This probably wasn't verbalized well, but if it's the first one, I'd be pretty concerned. Yeah, I'd rehome the baby for sure. Okay.
Oh, what's he like?
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I would, but I'd be pretty concerned. As to how to stop it, I mean, you could correct the dog, but you know the downside there, it's like then if the dog's not growling, but the baby gets too close and the dog just snaps at the baby, then we got a new problem on our hands, right? You can't really tell a baby not to go near the dog.
Not when it's just crawling on the floor.
Yeah. So I don't really have a great answer here. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think for safety at the moment,
I think you're doing the right thing.
Putting the dog away
or
in the
backyard
crate
or something
is
like
a
that.
good thing to do at the moment.
It might get better when the baby starts walking. I don't know. But yeah, putting the dog.
Yeah, put the baby in the crate and let the dog play.
Clip that, folks. Anyways,
I
putting the dog in the crate, putting the dog outside, you know, keeping the dog on a leash, tethering the dog to something, you know, a doorknob or a wall or a piece of furniture or something like that, you know, tethering. I do think you should correct the dog and let the dog know, like, hey, this is completely unacceptable. Yeah. This will not be tolerated. You know, humans are you know always above dogs in the
baby
hierarchy
safety
of the home.
First.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you're doing the right thing.
I think so.
Say those would be some other options you could do.
Get back to us. Let's look at.
Yeah, a video would be helpful too. Yeah, a video would be helpful too.
Yeah, send us a video.
You know, like if the dog's looking away, but looking, their head's turned one way, but they're kind of looking at the baby. You know, that's a pretty strong indication of a bite's coming. You know, so I'd be very, very careful.
I can't remember actually whether we got them signed up for the transformation session, but if we haven't, you should.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, I'd keep a good eye on it though.
Yeah, I would too.
It would be a real shame if the dog bites the baby.
Yeah.
And as much as I love dogs, I love humans more than I love dogs. So, especially babies. We love a good baby.
We do love a good baby.
We love a good baby. Okay. Anyways.
Yep. So that's our questions for today.
Great first day back to podcasting.
Yeah.
Great first day back to podcasting.
And I've got some world news.
I know you did. Hit me. What's the world news?
This is so cute. Okay. A feisty 2.5-year-old 6-pound Pomeranian, and it's called Scout, scared away a black bear out of its home. So the door was open, letting some fresh air in. The black bear wandered in, and this little dog, they've got video.
How big is the dog?
6 pounds.
It's a Pomeranian?
It's a Pomeranian.
No way.
There's a video of it. It's amazing. This little dog coming down the stairs, flies off the stairs, goes charging at the bear, yapping.
Violence of action.
And the bear turns round, runs for its life.
I bet. Yeah, violence of action. You just, get them.
And I say to people when they're talking about their little dogs, I'm like, little dogs have really big personalities.
They do.
Some of them think they're like Rottweilers or, German Shepherds, whereas the bigger dogs think that they're Pomeranians. But yeah, this little dog.
That's funny. Man, it made me think, I've got this really funny video on my phone of Mia. She had to have been somewhere in the, between 6 months and 1 year, just due to where I lived and what's in the video. But, we had this little horse, that kids sit on. It's got the little it's the kind of wobbly horse or whatnot.
Little rocky horse.
Little rocky horse. Anyways, it's sitting in the driveway and she's just walking circles around it, looking at it, barking at it and stuff like that. And she's slowly inching up to it and stuff like that. And she's barking at it and she tries sniffing its butt and she just could not figure out what it was. She just, just freaking out. It was really funny. Yeah. It was funny.
And then it accidentally rocked and she pooped herself.
Yeah,
Because
basically.
it's moved. Okay,
Yeah.
so I've got some more world news.
Oh, more world news.
Yeah,
Okay.
but this isn't dog related, but fascinating. So, Egypt, and they've got this brand new museum with all the artifacts and things in it.
Sure.
They've found a new mummy,
Okay.
very different to other mummies that have been found. Okay. This one was covered in chocolate and nuts.
No dog news. This is
No,
not
it's
dog
not
related
dog
at all.
news, but this is
I thought
fascinating
you were about to say
stuff.
there's like a dog mummy or
No, well, they
got
have
buried
found
with
dog
its
mummies and
dog
things,
or-
but no, they found this brand new mummy. They can't understand why. Covered chocolate and nuts.
Okay.
It's called.
Sounds like you're kind of mummy.
It's called Ferrero Rocher. You get it?
I do get it.
It's my joke. It's called Ferrero Rocher. Oh dear. Well, when I first heard it, I could not get my breath. It was so flipping funny.
That just shows you how gullible I am, though, too. I'm like,
But
hey.
I was sucked into it. I was like, it was covered in chocolate and nuts. It was Zach who told me, my son. He says, yeah, Mum, Ferrero Rocher. It's like, it was just, I love it. Anyway, that's my joke for today.
She did have a joke after all,
I did have
folks.
a joke,
She
but
had a
I
joke
couldn't let
after all.
him know because it would have spoiled it.
That's funny.
That is a funny one.
Oh, my God,
But
that's
yeah,
good.
Good first
Oh,
session
my
back.
goodness. Yeah, what a great first podcast back.
I'll let you have that so you can tell your friends.
Yeah, I'm going to go up front and tell everybody.
Yeah, go tell them.
That's my joke of the day.
It's too funny.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That's a good one.
Man, that's hilarious. Anyways, but yeah, great first podcast back. Yeah, man, what a show. What a show. Yeah, glad to be back in the saddle. Definitely missed doing the show. We the first couple weeks where we were just like back and, your son was in the hospital and I was just busy. We were still trying to fit it in. It just did not work out, unfortunately.
No.
We did not want to be out for 4 or 5 weeks, however long it's been since we recorded a show. But we're back, folks.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
We'll be back every week.
Yep. So send in those questions.
Yes.
Send in suggestions.
Yep. If you got anybody you want us to interview, we'll try to figure out the logistics there.
Yeah. If there are any.
Corey on Tory, 2026.
Corey on Tory. We haven't done that for a while.
Just realized I won't be traveling with the dog.
Don't go there.
I can't.
You've done so well.
I can't.
What was I going to say? Oh, any suggestions of what you want Corey to talk about in a dog talk? Let us
Drop
know.
them to Sally at wonderdogtrainer.com, or put them in the comments down below.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, real quick, as we're ending the show, I was going to say, everybody keep one of our most loyal listeners, Stafford, in your thoughts and prayers. His dog, Ollie. Stafford comments on every episode, by the way. He is by far our most loyal listener, for sure.
Yeah, he's
he
a
trained with us
great
here in Memphis,
ambassador.
moved to Hawaii. Anyway, Stafford ruptured a disc in his back, and sounds like the surgery went well. I think it's looking decent that he's going to walk again and stuff like that, but there's also a chance he might not walk again. So anyways, please keep Stafford and Ollie in your thoughts, and the whole Sandpie family.
Is it Ollie
Sandpie.
that has had the surgery, or is it Stafford?
No, Ollie.
Ollie. So
Yeah,
it's Ollie the dog.
Sorry, the dog. Yes,
had the
Ollie the dog
surgery.
has had the surgery. Yes,
But
not Stafford.
Keep
Yeah.
Stafford and the family in your prayers.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ollie's a little wonder dog.
Ollie is a wonder dog. He's a good boy. Good boy. Very feisty, though. He would scare off a black bear for sure.
He would.
It is
Another little dog, Corgi.
a lot of personality. A lot of personality. But yeah. Anyways, I guess overall, parting thoughts. If you like the show, feel free to share it with a friend, family member, colleague, something like that. That'd mean the world to me and Sally. If you are listening and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe, follow button. Like the episode, rate it, all that kind of stuff. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I normally end the show with, that saying, you can get your dog trained, that can get you some peace, but the only way to true peace is with to walk daily with the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I stole that from Dave Ramsey, edited it to be about dog training. When I wrote that quote, though, or edited the quote that I stole, I came up with a second one. This was a Corey original, and it was, all dogs go to heaven, but will you? And that rings a little truer this week. All dogs go to heaven, but will you? And if you're not sure, you can be sure. Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah. They do.
They do. But will you? And if you don't know, you should definitely know. I'd want to know for sure because you can go at any time.
Yeah. And if your dog's going up there, you better make sure you're following.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyways.
They'll be waiting.
Yeah, they will be. Waiting at the gates. Man.
Waiting at the gates.
Well, guys, thank y'all so much for a great show. Yeah, we're happy to be back, and we will see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye-bye.